Today we're at Kendra Sutton. Kendra, where are you from?
I'm from here in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay. And where'd you go to high school?
I went to Shades Valley.
All right. I think my mother did too.
Yep, I went to the old Shades Valley, the one that had been there for a long time.
Okay. And were you in a band there?
You know what? I was not in the band at Shades Valley.
Okay.
I was a little bit of a hellraiser back in high school.
And where did you get your musical abilities?
Well, I started playing piano when I was about 4. And then from the time I was in elementary school, after taking piano lessons, they decided to invest and put me in the Birmingham Southern Conservatory of Music when I was small. And so I started taking higher level classes, and then I quit once I hit about 11 or 12. I got older and I just quit, and that's when I started writing. And I started coming up with classical composition, and then I went from that to actual songwriting and chord structure and bridge building. So.
Okay. And you're known around town. You've been with several bands, but what was your first band?
Well, I started off solo, and then I started a band called Kendra Sutton and the Bad Luck Boys, and it was my very first band. And with that band, we got some pretty cool opportunities, and that was my first band. Would be Kendra Sutton and the Bad Luck Boys.
Okay. And where do we go from there?
Well, we'd opened for some pretty big acts in the past. We opened for Rascal Flatts, Kelly Pickler, different things like that. And then as bands happened, of course, that being my first band, it kind of fell apart, and I rebuilt just going with Kendra Sutton. And I've had an opportunity to play with some incredible people, and it's been pretty neat.
Okay. Tell us about some of the people you played with.
Well, let's see. Eric Onimus, who is my bass player now, is incredible. Just he's been a long time renowned bass player. Susan Knuckles, who plays fiddle, and now she sings backup harmony, which is pretty awesome because it's not something she's ever done before. Sarah Green plays guitar and sings with me, and we're in a band called the Hollows, and we're brand new, and it's very much a challenge for us. It's we're all challenged in doing something new. I'm having to sing harmony. I've never sung harmony. I've always been a front person. So it's unique. It's unique, and it's pretty neat because we split it, the front, 50-50 between myself and Sarah Green, and we do original music, and then we do rare covers like John Hyatt. Sometime other than now, we try to break it up a little bit and make it different and unique. It's very much a challenge.
Okay. What, as your career got rolling, your daughter got sick.
She did.
And that a lot of people wondered where you were. Well, you were out of the scene a long time because of your daughter.
I was.
And can you just give us highlights of what went on there?
Well, back in 2009, my daughter, my 8-year-old, got diagnosed with cancer. She had AML leukemia, which is a very, very aggressive and rare leukemia. Normally doesn't happen to children. It normally happens to people that get in around their 80s. And sometimes, in very rare cases, it does happen to children. And she got leukemia, and it was very much a fight for her life. And it's been very challenging, and still to this day, we're still, we have to handle things differently than we had prior to that because of her immune system. But she's currently off therapy, and she is doing great. She's doing great. But it's been 3 years. I'm just now getting back to where I'm comfortable throwing myself into music again. I've put myself in reserve and took care of my most important job, which was being mom. And I still do that. That's still my number one priority. But I'm writing now, and I feel like her health is good. She's off therapy. She's been off therapy for 3 years. We're doing really good. And I feel like now is a good time for me to get back into the music thing like I used to and try to push it forward.
Great. We just got off the phone with Wayne Perkins. I want to make it public record that he did submit to an interview in the near future.
He did.
He did. And
we'll have to hold him to that, yes.
All right. How did you and Wayne become such good friends?
Steve Lowery, who's a renowned musician, incredible artist, he is really good friends with Wayne, and he gave Wayne my information and said, look, this is a songwriter. She's got an incredible catalog, because at that point I'd written over 400 songs. And so Wayne called me, and in our very first conversation, we wrote a song about vinyl records called Vinyl. In our very first conversation, so we hit it off musically. And he has been like a big brother, like a mentor to me, and he has taught me a lot about music, taught me a lot about people, taught me a lot about chord structure and progressions and tempo changing. Probably that's one of his big things, is tempo changing. But the best thing about Wayne is he had told me that it's as important to know when not to play as it is when to play. And he's just, I'm very blessed to have great friends who are knowledgeable and just good people.
Okay. You had a recent thrill. You got to sing with Randall Bramlett.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get to sing with him as a duet, but he did jump up on stage and play piano, and I was terrified. I am a now humongous Randall Bramlett fan. I think he's huge. We were playing at Marty's with the Thomas Henry Band for Mark Mazelle's birthday. And Randall Bramlett came to play that for Mark's birthday. And I was also a guest asked to play. And so it was the Thomas Henry Band, Randall Bramlett, and Kendra Sutton, which is myself. And it went in that order. And it was, I did not want to follow Randall Bramlett. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. He was so awesome. He was awesome. He's amazing.
All right. What can you tell us now that most people don't know about Kendra Sutton?
Well, that the best song I've ever written is going to be my next one. Or at least that's what I tell myself. Just trying to write some good stuff, trying to write new stuff, challenging myself, and just trying to evolve every day as a better person, a better musician, and a better songwriter.
Okay. Where do you see your future?
Well, I really, really want to get more of my stuff published. I would really love to have people sing my songs, and that's really where my heart's at, is the writing aspect of it. I see myself doing more gigs with my new band, The Hollows, and to me, I think the best thing about this group is it's acoustic. It's me on piano, guitar, fiddle, and bass, and it's more intimate. And at a show that we did recently on Moonlight on the Mountain, which is a very wonderful listening room, incredible sound, incredible. I had not one, but 3 people come up to me and say my songs made them cry, and all of them had tears in their eyes, and that kind of made me feel good. So I guess I want to see more people cry. In a good way, not in a bad way. I think that's the definition of soul. It's not the way you sound, but it's the way you feel. You feel soul. You don't hear it. You feel it. So.
All right, good ending. I thank you very much.